North Texans today are remembering trailblazing Texas Congresswoman Kay Granger, who died Sunday at the age of 83.
She represented the 12th Congressional District for nearly 30 years, retired January of last year after some health challenges and extended absences from Washington. Before her time in Congress, she served as Fort Worth's first female mayor. Fox 4's Dionne Anglin spoke with the late representative's former campaign manager. Dionne joins us now. Dionne.
Hi there, that's right. Congresswoman Kay Granger's career in public service spans several decades, and there are some who are just talking about how much they are praising her career and how much they respect her after assisting her along the way.
She had asked me to come and meet with her at her condo, and that's how it started.
It was mid-2020. Peace Corps member Hillary Shepard had returned home to Fort Worth from abroad as a result of the pandemic. And with the help of a family friend, she landed and aced an interview to become the re-election campaign manager for one of Congress's most influential women, Kay Granger.
She expected us to work just as hard as her. And I mean, that was the thing is, my favorite part about Kay was, don't come to me with a problem, come to me with solutions. And I mean, that's what I learned from her.
For the next 5 years, until Granger stepped away from public service, Shepard, shown here in the green blouse, was a part of Granger's inner circle, a confidant, and as Shepard says, a student of the best.
Kay actually was there to guide us more than we were there to guide her. We were the support team.
If you say you're going to do something, you do it. And you know, she was always I think the master of that.
Fort Worth City Councilman Michael Crane has a connection with the Congresswoman that dates back further, 1998, assisting in her first congressional re-election campaign.
Kay loved Fort Worth. She was not shy to say that, and that she represented Fort Worth. And so she has a long legacy there in her grit and tenacity, which is the theme for the USS Fort Worth that she helped sponsor. That grit and tenacity helped keep us on the map and even put us on the map further.
Granger, a former high school teacher, served as a member on the Fort Worth City Zoning Commission. From there, she ascended to become the city's first female mayor. By 1996, she was elected to Congress as the first Republican to represent the 12th Congressional District, taking over the seat once held by former Speaker Jim Wright. Granger served nearly 3 decades and became the dean of the Texas delegation. For most of that time, she was a member of the House Appropriations Committee, including serving as its chairwoman for about a year. An advocate of strong defense, Granger pushed lucrative contracts toward North Texas manufacturers, Bell Helicopter and Lockheed Martin, which built the F-35 fighter jet, despite criticism over its exorbitant price tag.
That's all she wanted to do was fix problems.
In 2024, her son confirmed Granger was living with dementia, residing at an assisted living facility in Fort Worth. She passed away Sunday. Kay Granger was 83. Her life and public service blazed not only trails, but hearts.
She wasn't just playing checkers or chess. She was on a whole nother level.
Now, the arrangements are still pending. Now, Shepard says that in part is because of consideration for the many Congress members who have expressed desire to travel here to Fort Worth to be present for Kay Granger's services.